All right, just got done telling the team that today was a bad day, and we still have a really good football team. And start of the fourth quarter, it's a one-score game. We hadn't played great football, but we had our opportunities despite not playing well and doing the things that winning requires. Just basic blocking and tackling and fitting gaps and making good decisions, catching the ball, those types of things. Couldn't get any rhythm in the second half. I think we were close to double the yards in the first half, and although it was still a close game, they flipped the script in the second half, and were able to, the first two drives of the second half do a really good job of staying on the field. We helped play a part in that with our mistakes, being offsides, again, not tackling like we need to tackle, and we have tackled. Again, knocking people back. Thought the pile went the wrong way too often. And all year it's been exactly opposite. So turning guys loose in the end zone on the 14-play drive there on a basic, again, third and goal motion and route concept. Again, just didn't deserve to win today. Texas made the plays they needed to. Couldn't get off the field in third down in the second half. And that's a recipe for losing. But again, proud of my guys, our staff. Was not a good day, but man, we have a chance to still have a heck of a year, and a lot of ball still in front of us right now. And this one hurts for all the reasons. We had, again, our opportunities there in the second half to put together a drive and go get a stop on defense, force a turnover. We lost the turnover battle 3-0, and against a good football team, that's a recipe to lose.
Thank you, Coach. Reminder, we'll open it up for questions. Please raise your hand, and I will get the microphone over to you, and wait till the microphone gets to you before asking your question. We'll start over here with John.
Thank you. Yeah, Brent, John Hoover, Sooners on SI. The first three defensive possessions went about as well as you could hope, and then the next three went about as badly as you could hope as they go, whatever it was, 3 scores and cross country. What changed in those 3 possessions, and how much of what changed was what Texas was doing to counter what you guys did?
Yeah, I thought they got into a good rhythm, and I thought they knocked us back too much. I think we went down the middle of people. We got blocked. We didn't fit things like we needed to. I thought we lost some discipline there. Again, we lined up offsides, turned guys loose, and didn't tackle well in all 3 of those drives. And they made their plays, but had zero rhythm for the most part in the first half, and it really was, and we played a big part in that, and just the discipline, the physicality, doing the things that we have done through 5 games. We didn't do it with the consistency that we needed to. We had several times, even within those drives, to get off the field, got them knocked back 2nd and 16, 3rd and long. They blocked us and protected better, and we didn't have the edge in the fire, to me, that you need to go win that game. And like we needed to. So that starts with me, and you got to do a better job and let my guys down when it comes to that, because we've played with a focus, passion, and intensity all year long, and we didn't have it when we needed to there, particularly to start in the third quarter. But all that being said, again, it's a one-score game, into the fourth quarter, and we still had our opportunities and just couldn't get it done.
We'll go right next here, and then over here in the front row to Jenny.
Hi, Brandon Drum, OU Insider. The end of the first half, I think there were probably about 35 seconds left to go. You guys were driving. It looked like there may have been some confusion whether you guys were going to kick it and go for it. Was there a conversation there about just why the clock ran down to about 10 seconds before the timeout was called? Or
yeah, we wanted to throw it into the end zone, and if we had somebody that was open, we had a double post route there, and I think it was Burks was open early and threw it a little bit late, and we wanted to get it out of bounds there and take the points. But we wanted to take a shot to the end zone. Didn't want them to be able to get the ball back, and wanted to, if we didn't get that touchdown, then we wanted to kick.
Go next in the front row to Jenny, and then cross the row there.
Jenny Carlson with the Oklahoman. John, can you just talk us through your day, pain level, how you assessed your performance, and then I watched you at the end just, kind of standing there in the end zone before you guys did the alma mater. Just what was going through your mind in that moment too?
Yeah, I said the pain level was nothing. I mean, there's no excuse. I was ready to go physically, but mentally I just didn't perform. My eyes weren't as good as they needed to be, and when your quarterback doesn't play good football, it's hard to win in this league, and that's what happened. But honored to play in a game and get to see the atmosphere, but I just didn't play good enough.
George Joyce, Sooner Scoop. John, what was your preparation like this week? I'm sure you were trying to be aggressive in getting back, but how much did you even get to maybe practice this week leading up to the game?
I mean, I got to practice a good amount. And it has nothing to do with how I performed. I was prepared, and I studied film the same way. I just didn't come out ready to play.
Go next here in the front row.
Mason Young, Tulsa World. Brent, how much did losing Derek Simmons affect your offensive line in the second half, and is there any early update on him?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I have to wait and see the film to see how we performed without him. But it was a lot more than just Derek not being in there.
Barry.
Yeah, Barry Trammell, Tulsa World. Brent, you actually, I thought, had a pretty good pass rush on Arch, but you never really got to him, and when he scrambled, you didn't force him in any bad plays. He either made a play or threw it away. How key was that to your defense not getting off the field as often as you wanted?
Yeah, I think that's points well taken. Again, we had some opportunities to finish. I didn't feel like we finished the plays that we needed to. We created some short edges. He did a nice job. We lost contain a few times that allow him to buy some time. And he's a good player with good skill, guys around him. I thought he played with really good poise in the second half and made some really good plays in tight coverage. And we've done a really good job of winning the one-on-one, winning those matchups, and creating issues. And today, again, we didn't have our best.
Here in the front again.
Colton Sully, the Oklahoman. John, you talked about your pain level today and your performance, but what have the past 17 days been like for you post-surgery, battling back and pushing to play today?
Yeah, I've learned a lot, about myself and about this journey over the past 17 days, and everything was leading up to my preparation for this game and getting back for this game. And physically, I did well. I was dedicated to it and disciplined to it, but mentally, or whatever you want to say, I wasn't prepared. And that's my fault.
We'll go right next to you and then back here on the aisle.
Josh McDaniel, OU Daily. John threw, this is for Brent, John threw 38 times and then only 48 rushing yards on the day. How's the team looking to grow in the run game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're playing a really stout defense in the front seven at Texas. We got to be better, to win those games. I thought they ran the ball very efficiently, and were able to convert a lot of third and manageable situations because of some early down success. We weren't able to do that consistently, and but at the end of the day, we need to tackle better on defense. We need to get off the field on defense on third down and take pressure, off the offense and be able to complement one another. But the ability to run the football, when it's all said and done, man, you have to be able to do that consistently in order to win.
Go back here on the end.
Coach Terry Middleton, Horns Illustrated. So what the Texas defense, did they present anything that you weren't aware of or wasn't expecting, and how, what was that factor of them playing at that elite level? I know you said that you guys could have did better, but Texas brought
their defense. Yeah, yes, I thought they played exactly structurally. Everything was exactly what we thought. Coverage-wise, front, stunts, things of that nature, their pressure package. Now they were able to execute. Again, I thought offensively we had some good success in the first half. Again, what you would think with two strong defenses. And again, I think the numbers-wise, whatever they were a reflection of that. And in the second half, again, I felt like us on defense allowed their offense to stay on the field, let our offense not be in the game, and certainly they complemented each other a lot better than we did in the second half.
Right here in the
Say
front.
hello, KC Sports Radio. Kobe, how frustrating of a day was it? Because you guys were so close to sacks several times. You guys looked like you were there to stop the run. They'd get 4, and enough to get a first down. How frustrating of a day was it for you?
Yeah, I'd say it was extremely frustrating, just for the fact that I felt like we didn't finish a lot of plays. We had guys in position, I would say 95% of the time to make the play. It was in really good position. Like I said, we just got to finish the play.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Come around here to the front.
Yeah, Kobe. I'm sure coaches, they had the ball in the third quarter the first time. They drove it. What changed? Because the first half you guys defensively really kind of controlled them. What changed that first drive and kind of continued in the third quarter?
Not getting off the field on third down. I'm pretty sure on that drive right there, they're backed up on their own end of the field. He throws a check down into the boundary. We're in a man coverage call, and we got to make that play. That's what we've done the past other 5 weeks that we've done this, and so when you don't do that, you pay the price. They got I think they got like a 20-yard gain on that, and then they got momentum. Like Coach B said, it's hard to play defense like that when you don't help yourself get off the field. So. Just simply doing the little things like just tackling the dude with the ball. So that's going to be really important when we get to practice this week. It's going to be a good challenge. Look forward to it.
George Stoya, Senior Scoop. John, being a leader on this team, just kind of what's your message after an emotional loss like this? That we all know the schedule doesn't get easier. What's the mindset moving forward for this group?
I think Coach Venables said it well in the post-game meeting. Just that we got to stay together, can't flinch, and we don't have time to sit around and mope and be upset. And I think it's important to show my response in the work of saying it is one thing, but I'll come ready to go, watch the film tonight, be ready tomorrow, and move on to the next week.
Yeah, John, how was the thumb held up with reports that you were bleeding and stuff like that? How was the thumb just literally playing with it?
Yeah, it was good. Held a ball, kept it warm, and didn't feel it when I was on the field.
Other questions for the players? Okay, we'll dismiss the players. If you're looking for the players, they'll be available here on the balcony outside the media room. Any other questions for the head coach?
Yeah,
Thanks,
Brent.
guys.
Same kind of question I asked John. We all know schedules doesn't get easier, and this can always be an emotional game, one way or the other, momentum or affliction point for the season. What's, I guess, the message moving forward as this group tries to rebound from a game like this?
Yeah, again, we just remind them that we still got a heck of a team. Going in, we had a heck of a team, and had done a good job of improving as the season has gone on, and through all the different challenges of a season. And again, through defeat, you learn a lot about yourself. You get better from it. And again, I believe in these guys. I hurt for them. I know how much they hurt and how much they invested into this moment. But when you got to be able to carry that weight, the weight that goes with it. When you get into the locker room that comes with it, you got to take the bad with the good. And some of these toughest moments and these challenges, if we are who I know and believe we are, man, these guys will respond the right way. And you'll learn from some of the mistakes that we made today. And again, got to learn it through a loss, which is tough. But these guys are they're very invested. I know how they'll respond, man. We got incredible, strong leadership in the locker room, and got a good group of leaders and our coaches. And this is a team that still believes, and this is a team that is still together. And without question, I know these are guys that are, ready to respond.
We'll go here on this side, and then in the second and third row after
Brent,
that.
I'm glad you addressed that. My question was on leadership as well. You've been here a couple of times before, coming off of the loss in this game. How big is that now? You've talked about the leadership on this particular team. How big is that now moving forward second half of this season?
Yeah, well, again, it's everything. And it's a mark of of a true competitor. Again, how I think you really find out about people when things aren't going well. And I got incredible faith and belief and confidence in every one of those guys. I know who they are. And again, it just stinks that, again, it's through a loss that you got to, really find all those things out. But I know, like I said, I know who these guys are, and they'll respond the right way.
Last question for Coach.
Hey, Coach. Shahan Gerard with CGS Sports. I'm curious, when the timeline was first put out on John, I mean, it was a month potentially. He's back here 17 days later. One, I mean, when did you kind of recognize that it could happen that quick? And two, what does it say about John that he was able to put in the work to get back so quickly?
Yeah, no, he epitomizes the guts and the toughness, loves to compete, loves his teammates. Again, a week ago playing Kent State, he wanted to put the pads on. He didn't want to be in shorts and, a hat and sunglasses and jewelry and everything else. He wanted to be with his teammates in pregame and every other part of game day. And, he's incredible. And, but he, again, went through all the protocols and all those kinds of things. Everybody's body heals and responds different in their ability to, there's a pain piece to it, and then there's the ability to grip the ball and be able to do the fundamental things that you got to do to throw and the football and hand it off and all those types of things. And so no surprise whatsoever, who John is. And but doctors cleared him, officially on Thursday. So.
Thank you, Coach.